Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the No Sports Talk Show right here live via StreamYard, via YouTube, via Facebook Live. Man, I'm in the booth with my main man, the virtual booth, Miles T. Man, we appreciate everybody jumping in, giving us a little bit of your time to talk some good, healthy sports talk as always. Miles, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, bro?
Hey,
Happy
man.
holidays to you, man. Happy holidays to you and the family, man. And
Sir.
this 2023, like let's step into this 24. Hey, high stepping. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, man, this is my favorite time of the year, man. Christmas, that's my favorite holiday, man. As you can see, man, I had to wear the Christmas sweater to work today. I feel cozy, you know. I had to hit them with a little Christmas sweater. So, you know,
I got I got my Dookies on today. See, football season's over with pretty much. So I wear other college teams during the off season. You know what I mean? So, but you know, and it's basketball season. You know what I mean? So
it is basketball season. It's college basketball. I ain't really too worried about the NBA too much right now until playoff time. But college basketball,
don't do that. Yeah, you worried about it because you already saw what the GOAT just did. You didn't saw what the GOAT just did. You didn't saw it.
Did she?
Yeah. No, the GOAT.
The Lamb
of God, yes, the King.
What?
Yeah, the King. That's why they call him the King. Yeah.
Nah, that ain't.
Here in the NBA world, yes, the basketball gods, yes.
We don't even know who the basketball gods are.
Yeah, what LeBron's one of them. Don't worry about it.
He's peasant, but yeah, on the totem pole. But I'm saying though, like I think that the NBA is not as exciting until the playoffs, but college basketball, I feel like they're exciting throughout the year, even up into, I mean, the tournament. March Madness is when it comes to basketball, March Madness got it.
Yeah, I definitely think that. Yeah,
because
the NBA is so slow paced because it's a 7-game series and all this kind of stuff. So yeah.
If the NBA if they ever went to, which they probably would never, I mean, they're never gonna do this, but if they ever went to a one and done kind of situation, that would be wild.
I didn't even know what the in-season tournament was. I didn't know how they I didn't know people was losing once or twice here and there and still going on. I didn't know.
They treated it like you do, kind of like what you do with soccer. Like it's quadrant, it's like groups. Because you know during the World Cup and stuff, they have groups. So like you might have the USA, it's like a group of 4 countries in Group A, and then Group B has another 4 countries in C and D and all of that. And as you're winning, you're playing the teams within your group, and as you win games, you get points. Well, in this case, as you win a game, they're counting the record versus in your group. Yeah. So
I know the Lakers went undefeated. I know that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. You gonna give me flowers today, brother.
Did they win last night? They won last night?
Did they win last night? I didn't know.
No, I'm asking, did they win? Did they win last night?
I didn't watch the game last night.
They play Dallas.
So they lost to Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that supposed to be? Did Dallas win the in-season tournament? They tied. We tired of winning right now.
They beat the Spurs last night. Spurs are trash. I don't Spurs, boy, they like 3-20. Anyway.
Yeah, 17-game losing streak. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wimby. Hey man. But yeah, I mean, since we're on the topic, we might as well just go ahead and just
we can just start with that topic. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well. I mean, I really want to. We might as well just start with this topic, and then we can.
Because you're not going to give him his flowers, and you're not going to admit to the right thing that you should do.
I've already given LeBron his flowers, but he's not the GOAT though. So the question:
39. He's about to turn 40 years old.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
And he's still the best player in the league.
That's fine.
25, 6, 7, averaging.
That doesn't guarantee him to be the GOAT because he played in the league. He's played in the league long. And like I told you before, there's still records even in all these years. What is this, year 21? He in year 21, right?
Yep.
It's still records that
21. Can you do something for me? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. That sounds perfect. But there's still records that Jordan got that Bron don't got.
But, and what is that? How many is that? Maybe one?
I'm gonna tell you. Just wait. I'm gonna list them out for you. Since you wanted to come over,
go ahead.
No. I'm gonna let you take the force since you got it all figured out with who the GOAT is. I want you to tell me this in-season tournament. Since this was your question, everybody, this was Miles' question. I want everybody to know. Miles wants to elaborate on whether or not LeBron and the Lakers winning the in-season tournament, if that considers him the GOAT because he won the in-season tournament. So you go.
I'm not. No, that's not the only thing. I was talking about all his accolades. That was what I was talking about.
No, we're gonna focus on the in-season tournament because we know about the other accolades. And now everybody because they won this in-season tournament where they got these goggles and champagne and stuff like that. Like you would have thought they won the NBA Finals, but no, it's a regular season game that they decided to create this random tournament. They woke up one day and they were like, you know what? Adam Silver was like, you know what? The NBA is boring. Let me just try to make it exciting. And they got these color courts and all this just like, I feel like I'm just watching Boise State play basketball every Friday because these courts is blue, all purple, all yellow. I'm like, what are we doing, man? Like,
yeah, I definitely don't get all that kind of stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
You don't do it, just play.
They told the Lakers they can't even wear their black uniforms because it was blending in with the court. I'm like, what?
Don't color a basketball court. It's not this. This is not Oregon. Oregon does that crazy stuff where they got all these different designs on their court. Nobody wants to watch that. But anyway, what are your thoughts on the little cupcake in season tournament game that they just decided to create?
So like Stephen A. say, so disrespectful. So disrespectful. And then the way the man that played the game, led his team, set the tone.
He should lead his team. He should.
At 40 years old, he should lead the team.
He's not 40.
Okay, he's 39, about to turn 40. Or is he 38, about to turn 39? What? Regardless, he's old.
38. He's 38 years old.
Okay, he's about to turn 39. Michael Jordan was averaging 11.2 points a game at that age, and went his last years in Washington.
And he had Kwame Brown on his team.
What's that mean?
If Jordan had Anthony Davis on his team, what you think would happen?
He wouldn't. What they had to do? What did that have to do with his averages?
I mean, you're talking about what else did Jordan have to prove it? That here's the thing that people here's this misconception that people feel like Jordan is like, oh, I have to prove. LeBron is the one that's trying to make his case for the GOAT status. Everybody knew when Jordan came back and played basketball, it wasn't nothing else for him to do. He didn't want to get a game up yet, so he came back and played. It ain't nothing like that. Was more about proving he could still go out there and play, which he did play. I mean, he still was out there making plays. It
was slow. He wasn't chased down blocking. He wasn't playing defense. He wasn't doing none of that.
He also didn't.
He had 2 years off.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my thing. If Bron takes 2 or 3 years off, you think he's coming back just as electric? No, he's not.
Maybe I believe he will, because LeBron's he's a different beast.
Okay. And then another thing, there are all these machines to take care of your body and all that stuff that didn't exist. All of that didn't exist. It didn't.
You gonna go there?
I'm serious. He spends millions of dollars on his body. Jordan didn't have all that stuff, all that technology and all that to keep.
He didn't need it. He didn't need it.
Okay, so
that
just proves my point. So if he was the same age and he didn't need that stuff, he's still playing. Why does Bron need all?
He wasn't the same age. I don't think he played to 30. I think he retired like at 33 or something.
Throughout his career, he's never utilized any machinery or anything to keep his body.
Can I say something? Can I tell you something?
It's straight wheeling through pain. That's it.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Just because they did WWE back then don't mean that ain't got nothing to do with skill set.
No, it's separating the man from the boys. We watching a bunch of boys play basketball. Men played basketball back then.
But at the same time,
all this crying because somebody breathed, somebody coughed on your fingernail, and you need to go to the free throw line because of that. Yeah, all that.
What's your boy name from Washington that played against LeBron in his first years? What's his name? Gilbert Arenas, I think his name.
Yeah, Gilbert.
Gilbert Arenas, I think that's his name. Yeah, Gilbert Arenas. You know what he said? He said, name one point guard and one shooting guard that had a 40-inch vertical. Okay. And couldn't nobody answer that question.
Okay.
Couldn't nobody. Michael Jordan had a 46-inch vertical, 6'6", 218 pounds or something like that. Mm-hmm. LeBron James, 6'9", 265 pounds, got some 44-inch vertical. Mm-hmm. And he can pass, and he leads the league in scoring all time.
Jordan,
but Mike, who did Mike besides what's his name? Gilbert Arenas said, name 3 players. Name 3, and you can't name 3 guards that had a 40-inch vertical. He was just way more athletic than everybody. Period. That's all it was. That's what I always been saying all these years. Michael Jordan. He played in the. I'm not hating on him. I mean, just because you're the best athlete, I mean, that ain't your fault. Just because you played in this time,
bro. You do.
But I'm saying that what I'm saying is everybody now got 40-inch verticals. Everybody, people that don't even start.
And that's fine.
Your 8th man on the bench can probably jump out the gym now, and LeBron's still dominating. Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay. So him winning the in-season tournament, that just contributes to him being the GOAT, right?
No, he's already got 4 championships. He's the leading. He's the most, and he's a pass first guy, and then you still leading the league ever in points. So what if he really was like Michael Jordan, that type of dude? What? Come on, man, stop it. I know you're from Chicago. I know you love your own town. Hey, Chi-Town. I feel you. But it's not. No, it's not. LeBron's the GOAT. Okay. Give him his flowers and let it go.
No, so this is how we gonna end this segment. So let me tell you. You asked me what Jordan got that Bron don't have, right?
Yeah.
5-time regular season MVPs. LeBron has 4. He's not winning. He's not getting the MVP this year. More than likely, probably not. Defensive player of the year. He's got one of those. LeBron don't got that. 9-time all defensive first team. LeBron got 5. 10-time score leader champion. LeBron has 1. 3-time steals leader. That's defense. LeBron has 0. 2-time slam dunk contest champion.
And how many did Jordan have?
I has in what?
The steal thing you just said.
3 times. Brian has 0.
Because he's way athletic than more than all the other guys.
No. Don't start now. Because how many categories is that I just named?
About 5.
That's 6.
Okay.
That's 6 things right there.
But I just got through saying that he's playing against more athletic, more players than Michael Jordan did. That's just like being on the offensive tackle or being a person that's 6'9" at quarterback running a 4.3 40, or what you gonna do with them? And then you got DBs that ain't even running. They running all 4 or 5. That's like the SEC against the Big Ten. You're bigger, stronger, faster.
JJ Barea locked up Brian, and was he considered a pack? Yeah.
Who?
JJ Barea.
I know you ain't talking about that Dallas series.
Did Bron score on him? Exactly.
That's one season.
He let somebody who was 12 feet shorter than him lock him up at home.
Who told you he locked him up?
He didn't score on him. You want me to pull up his stats during that series, please. I'm gonna pull that video up so I can show you he didn't score on him. That's embarrassing, man. Come on. Getting swept in the finals twice, getting swept in the playoffs. That's embarrassing. The GOAT. Man.
Dirk Nowitzki, wasn't he the Larry Bird of the new time? Did Michael Jordan get past Larry Bird?
Next question. That I rest my case. That what they said, court. I rest my case. No further questions, Your Honor. That's it. Don't come at me, JJ Barea. Don't come at me with no nonsense like that. Is he the GOAT? Because he won a little baby in-season tournament.
Dallas had a Larry Bird. And Michael Jordan couldn't get. Michael Jordan got swept by Larry Bird.
Jordan is one of that. He's a national champion. He's a 6-time NBA Finals champion, and he averaged 40. He averaged 40.
Who? Michael Jordan?
Yes. In his own stratosphere. No further questions, Your Honor. That is it. Untighten that do-rag.
You ain't made your point, but I'm gonna let it go.
I did make my point.
I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
3 inches taller and 40 pounds heavier, and he's a better athlete. I'm gonna leave it alone.
With less all right. Anyway, better athlete with less accolades. Cool. All right. We'll continue.
But Michael Jordan played against less talent. Let's go. Yeah. Less talent.
Okay.
He played against less talent.
Look.
He didn't play no Steph Curry's of the world. He didn't do that. Guys pulling up from the half court. He didn't do that 3 times in a row.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah, Reggie Miller was that. He was that online guy. He was the online guy. He was on that line. That toe was on that line almost all the time, a little bit, or right behind it. And he leaned forward with it. Yeah.
No, Reggie Miller did not lean forward with his threes. He did not lean forward. No, he did not. He would fade. Reggie Miller used to fade. He used to fade when he shot his threes. He didn't lean forward. He was actually fading away when he shot his threes.
He wasn't shooting from the logo.
Steph Curry just now passed Reggie Miller. What was that last year?
What about Ray Allen?
Huh?
Ray Allen been past Reggie Miller.
Man, we're not talking about Ray Allen. We said you brought up Steph Curry. I'm talking about Reggie Miller. It can be comparable to that because Reggie Miller was an assassin from the 3-point line.
Did Michael Jordan even play against Reggie? Michael Jordan even play against Ray Allen?
Did he play against Ray Allen?
No, I don't think he did.
I'm pretty sure at one point he probably did.
Yeah, he might. That was exactly when he played with the Wizards. He might have.
been in the league a very long time.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he might not have met Ray Allen to the last 2 seasons of his career.
But Ray Allen elevated his 3-point shooting along the way. He wasn't shooting like that from nonstop.
We got Jordan Poole shooting from logos. Come on, man. They wasn't doing that back then. Stop it.
Jordan Poole ain't shooting from no logo right now, is he? He only make logos when it's a fine woman in the crowd. That's the only time we know it's a celebrity. That's when he decide he want to make it from the logo. Yeah.
Okay.
You gonna call it
like I said. Mike MJ did not play against that type of talent. He did not.
Tell him making good at the game, then he's shooting it from the opposite free throw line, making it. Yeah. Everybody know that. Yeah. It's true. Anyway, we about to move on. Tired of you.
Go ahead. We can do that.
Go Jordan. Anyway. But yeah, let's talk about well, first and foremost, since we're on the NBA, and then we'll go to college football. Draymond Green, want to talk about that very briefly. I know you saw the video. I'm pretty sure all of y'all saw the video where he was ejected from the game for his, I think, I don't know how many suspensions that is this year.
I think it's three.
Yeah, ejections or whatever.
And he did have one choking out the guy from
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He swung around, hit Nurkic.
Out of 5 game. Yeah.
Then turned around and say he didn't mean to hit him. He apologized to him. Since then, he's been suspended indefinitely. Just a play that that's the most non-basketball play I've probably ever seen in my life. I mean, you can't sit up here.
He tried to play it off good though. He did. He tried to play it off good, but I was just like, bro,
ain't no way you're gonna tell me he didn't try to connect with him. The way that he's around. Like so my question is like, do you think Draymond has a problem? Because I know, Kevin Durant came out and said, look, I hope he gets the help he needs. Do you think that and then I saw some comments out there, they were saying like, why are people acting like is something wrong with him mentally? I'm like, no, that's a serious question we need to ask, because if he's doing this and it's that repetitive and it's early in the year and he's already, there's a whole highlight tape of things that he's done. He kicked LeBron James in the midsection.
Yeah, and he did that with Sam Adams too. Yeah,
in the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
kicked him straight right there.
and did it with Sam Adams with the OKC that same year that they
would have killed him, but he didn't want to get ejected out of the finals, so he just held himself back. But yeah, do you think Draymond had? First of all, I think that this suspension, he might be gone for a long time.
It says what does it say? Indefinitely, so they don't have a time limit.
It's not a number right now, so it's just, and he has to go through these different, obviously like
protocols and stuff.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on that, real quick? And then we don't have to spend too much time on it. But I was just curious to hear about what you thought about, Draymond in particular, because I think that there's a bigger issue there. Clearly,
I think it could be some little anger management there. You might need to check on a little anger management, like, dude, why are you so mad? Why you?
Yeah, what are you angry about?
Why are you like physically trying to harm people? Like, there is a question mark there. I don't know what it is, because you never know. Like, just like I'm going through stuff nowadays in life, just like what we've been talking about. But if me personally, if I was making millions like he is, it wouldn't bother me as much as it is. When I'm just sitting there working an everyday, 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So there is definitely a bigger issue with something that he's going through personally. A woman, a man. I mean, not a man for like being, gay or nothing like that, but it's just it might be his father in life, his stepdad. I don't know, but I'm just saying in general, as in him. Like I said, I mean, we all go through things, but at the same time, when you got millions and you getting paid to play a sport, a sport that you love, I don't see why such the rage that you show on the court.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Yeah. I don't either. And I mean, like you said, like I mean, I hope he gets the help he needs. And I know Rasheed Wallace came out and said that Draymond spent a lot of time around the Pistons in their locker room because he had like a family tied up like within that organization. And so he grew up around like Rasheed Wallace and
he went to Michigan State too. So yeah.
And so he was always around him. And Rasheed Wallace said that, you know, they take credit for him acting the way that he acts, but you can't really put that blame. I mean, because they said that he did say that Draymond heard a lot of stuff in the locker room and he was exposed to a lot. And that can.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that interview, a little bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, stuff like that can, you know, end up impacting over time, and I think that that's something to be talked about, because if you're exposed to stuff like that at a younger age and you think that that's okay, there's something wrong with that, because that's not basketball at that point. You're MMA fighting, like you're not playing basketball at this point.
Yeah,
like you're not. I mean, you could play it off all you want to, but I mean, you almost broke your own teammate's jaw. You sending people
exactly. They broke it. Yeah.
He could have broke Nurkic's jaw. He could have broke the whole left side of his face. Could have been.
Yeah, it wasn't a light hit. It was definitely a violent hit.
That's what I'm saying. Sure. He's heavy. It ain't like he just some scrawny dude. Like Draymond.
Yeah, he's 6'7" too. Yeah.
Solid, bro. Like, come on now. Like they gotta create a whole different tier of flagrant fouls just for him. Like when you see something like that, you gotta call that's the you gotta call it the Draymond. They gotta create a different tier of flagrant fouls, because we just haven't seen. I mean, going back to Detroit, I mean, they were doing some crazy stuff too. But I mean, God dog. But I mean,
they definitely used to choke slam you back then. They used to clothesline you. Yeah.
That's the era he should have came up in, because he would have been perfect. He would have fit perfect with them.
Yeah.
But I know Bill Laimbeer and all them, they didn't got nothing to say. You don't see them asking them about it, do you? Because they don't care. I need to go see if I can find a clip. I'm pretty sure they got something out there where Laimbeer is talking about it, because I guarantee you he'll be like, "Oh, I love it."
And I saw Bubba Dub. I saw Bubba Dub. You know who Bubba Dub is. You know the guy that says trash. Did you hear what he's like? Man, you need to be in jail.
No, seriously, man. Because come on, bro.
That's like he said, boy. That you need to be in jail after that kind of stuff. Come on, man.
They had Bubba Dub. That man is a fool. He got on Undisputed. I don't really like. I don't like Undisputed, but because they got. I mean.
It had stepped down a little bit. So I definitely think it was better with Shannon.
Yeah, with him gone. I mean, I see the clips on there, and then all you do is just he get into heated battles with Richard Sherman. They both be loud and wrong.
Yeah, Richard Sherman. What he said about the SEC after Florida State got left out.
He was like, do they play FCS schools? I'm like, why would we waste time playing South Dakota State or North Dakota State so we can win by 80? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
but they do play FCS. We do play, but we got an SEC schedule. I mean, come on, man.
And then I'm like, dude, you went to Stanford. What are you?
Yeah, Stanford. Who do y'all play? Golly.
I'm like, Stanford. Like, let's come on, bro. Like, I'm not even about to entertain that. Like, you got all this negativity.
Back when you was there, they weren't even that good when you was there. They wasn't them.
Stanford was not. No, absolutely not.
They didn't start getting good until John Harbaugh got there. Jim Harbaugh.
Stanford's best years was doggone Andrew Luck.
Yeah, that's it. And Christian McCaffrey.
They had Tom Montgomery there too.
And Christian McCaffrey. That was it. Yeah. Come on, man. Stop that.
Yeah. Like, you just saying stuff for clicks at this point. But anyway, I mean, going back, so speaking college football, because I know, obviously, like, Final Four is set. You know, my boys. First of all, shout out to, man. I just wanna say,
don't do it.
No. I'm gonna do it.
I already know what you're about to say.
Oh no, I'm gonna do it. Shout out to all the haters, all the naysayers out there. Miles, you being one of the top 5 of those. Bama gonna have 3 losses. I see 3 losses on your schedule. Don't hit me with the, oh yeah, y'all could have had it. Yeah, anybody could have had 3 losses this year, but we don't. 11-1, SEC champions. Milroe doing his thing. Georgia,
and he already announced he's coming back next year.
Oh yeah, that wasn't a surprise either. Like I knew he was gonna come back. I mean, we look, we got this is business. You know what I'm saying? Look, we got a saying down in Tuscaloosa, is lank, man. It's let all naysayers know. That's you, Miles. That's everybody on ESPN that has something to say. Anybody on SEC Network that got something to say. Anybody in the state of Georgia. I'm so glad, because going to work is so quiet and so peaceful in the office now, because I had so many people coming up to me like, oh, how many points is Alabama going to lose by against Georgia? Dominated them boys at the line of scrimmage. They got a touchdown at the end, but we was winning that game by 10. At that point, up until that point, late in the fourth quarter, we were holding our own, and we let them drive because we were playing soft defense. But I just want to say I'm proud of the way that Alabama held it down, and when their backs was against the wall, I
give you that on coaching experience.
Yeah, I'll give you that. With 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, shout out to Tommy Rees bringing out design runs for Milroe and not giving the ball back to Georgia. Like, I think that was perfect. Way
do you know who Tommy Rees was? Do you know who he is?
Yeah,
because I'm a little older than you. Do you remember Tommy Rees in college at Kansas?
I remember Tommy Rees. He's younger though. I mean, he's
younger. He's like mid-30s, like 35, 32, something like that. But Tommy Rees was a good quarterback at Kansas. Kansas had a couple of good years with him at quarterback. So
I mean, because he's only 30. So
he's young, but I remember him at Kansas. He had some good seasons.
Notre Dame, bro.
Did he come to Notre Dame or was it Kansas?
He went to Notre Dame.
No, I'm talking about playing football. He played
for Notre Dame.
No, Tommy Rees. I might be thinking of another guy then.
Okay. Yeah, Tommy Rees played for Notre Dame, and then he was their offensive coordinator at Notre Dame.
Okay. So I thought he came out of Kansas.
That's why people were so me and him are the same age. Matter of fact, he's 31. I'm looking at it right now. Yep.
You sure he did not play football at Kansas at all? Not even 1 or 2 seasons?
No, he went. I'm pulling up right now. He went to me and him are the same age. So he was at Notre Dame from 2010 to 2013. We were because I remember him there because we were in school at the same time.
I definitely remember him playing. But I was thinking, I don't know why I was thinking he was at Kansas. Okay.
He went to the Redskins.
Okay.
He was undrafted though. But yeah, I mean, shout out, like I said, man, I just want to say I'm proud of the way that the boys continue to, get better each and every week after a week 2 loss, and just kept grinding. And it's what people are arguing to say, like, this is one of Nick Saban's best coaching jobs. I mean, to take this team that he had right here to, from what people had to say at the beginning of the year to, now, I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better from him. And I'm glad. I love to see, the way Milroe is really taking all the doubters and everything that people had to say about him and really, use that as fuel, and I think that he's becoming this year really helped him grow and become a great leader. And I think that he's continuing to develop that skill set. And when you get your teammates to buy into your energy and, around you, and he's out there making plays when plays need to be made, like, he's
definitely a specimen. He's like 6'2", 6'3". So he's solid, like 215, 220. He's solid.
And he's getting better, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting better. Like, I love to see the growth that he's had. But yeah, so all my Georgia fans out there, Roll Tide. And you was
Georgia
on here.
Georgia should have been in there before Texas. The only reason they put Texas in there because they beat Alabama and they put Alabama in there.
Yeah, they weren't gonna put Georgia in over Texas.
Georgia should not have dropped 5 spots, bro. That should not.
But the thing about it is, they going looking at the whole situation. They were never going to put they didn't want to put 2 SEC.
They didn't want to do that regardless. Yeah,
they never. That was understood from early on in the year. They were not going to put 2 SEC teams in there because they praised the Pac-12. What they were hoping what was going to happen was they were hoping Oregon was going to beat Washington because they would have put both of them in. They would have put Oregon and Washington in the top 4. They were wanting to put more than they were hoping that would have happened. See, and a lot of people, you know, with Florida State being left out, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I know they went 13-0, but just looking at the game they played, had they won that game like 28-0, cool. But you 3-3, you tied 3-3 at halftime with Louisville. Like,
well, Louisville wasn't no slouch this year though.
They're not, but if you're trying to prove that you're a top 4
Louisville got a bunch of Florida boys on their team too. Now they got a bunch of Florida boys.
Yeah, I mean, and I get it. I'm just saying, like, if you prove that to prove that you're in the supposed to be in the top 4, like, you got to win that game handily. I mean, they won 16-6. They just didn't look good, and
like you said, it didn't look good. But at the same time, if you put Texas and Georgia on the mutual field right now, Georgia will beat Texas.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, here's the thing: they weren't gonna put especially if you didn't win your conference, they were gonna use that as something from the get-go. Because last year they put 2 teams in there that didn't win their conference. TCU lost their conference championship. Ohio State didn't even play in their conference championship, and they got in. So, they wanted to, you call it what you want, like, but
TCU wasn't undefeated last year.
No, they lost to Kansas State in their conference championship.
That's right, they did. Yeah,
but it was a close loss, so they were like, "Oh, we'll still put them in there." But the thing about it is, a lot of people have an issue with Bama. Alabama was the better team than Florida State. Now, the issue, what people, and I get Florida State being mad, but here's the thing that a lot of other people don't understand. If Georgia would have beat Alabama and everything else would have remained the same, Texas would have got in over Florida State too. It wouldn't have mattered because Texas looked like a better team too. So regardless, Florida State was going to.
They beat y'all at home the second week of the season. That's why it looked good on their resume. Yeah.
Yeah, they beat.
They barely lost. They barely lost by a field goal to Kansas State. Yeah.
And see, they should have got docked for that, but they didn't move them down for that. Like last year, we won a close game. They moved us down like 3 spots. So it's all politics at the end of the day. But I feel like, they had Florida State won that game handily, then we wouldn't even be discussing this. If Florida State won that game,
and they had their third string in there too, didn't they?
Yeah. Nobody, I mean, we don't want to see another TCU situation. I'm sorry. Like, we just can't. So
I think, like I said, I think Florida State's defense would have been better than TCU's defense from last year.
They would have, but they would have got smacked, bro. They would have got smacked. Because they won't have enough offensive production to be able to even do anything. So, like, regardless of how good defense would have got tired eventually, because if you got them on the field and you got your quarterback throwing 55 yards, like, that's not going to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not. So, but they got an opportunity. They're playing against Georgia. So here we are.
That's really going to settle the argument. Do you belong in or do you?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you playing against Georgia. You pretty much playing against Alabama. So this your matchup right here. So if you go ahead and beat them and prove that
the NCAA made a mistake. Yeah.
Yeah. And you and I both know that's not going to happen.
It's not.
So we're not going to sit up here and entertain that because we know.
Yeah.
We know. So all this, they suing the committee and all this extra stuff. Stop all of that. Stop all of that. Everybody need to calm down. They need to calm down. And Kirk Herbstreit even brought up a point because years ago, I guess in 2000, Miami beat Florida State, and Florida State still went to the national championship ahead of them. And he said it was cool with y'all then. So why is it? What's the problem now?
I think that's the year we won it.
No, it was. They played. It was.
No, we played Oklahoma in the national championship that year.
Yeah, no, this is.
No, we beat Florida State. Yeah, we beat Florida State for our night. That was 1998.
Yeah, I was about to say this one. I'm talking about 2000.
Okay.
Like Washington was up there in the top 3 of this. Like they were up in the top 4. Washington was up there. It was. I can't remember the other 2 teams, but yeah, it was Miami, Florida State, Miami, Washington, and somebody else was number 1. But yeah. So
probably Ohio State. I think that's when Maurice Clarett, wasn't it?
It could have been. I got to go back and check. But
yeah.
At the end of the day, I think the committee did what I mean. Outside of people arguing about the Georgia situation, I just didn't think Georgia or Bama were both going to get in from the get-go. So it didn't surprise me that Georgia didn't get in because I just knew. Like, and people winning 29 games in a row doesn't get you an automatic playoff bid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I understand, but like, just because you won, there's no criteria that says winning streaks count towards getting in the playoff. So they weren't not going to ever have that argument like, oh, we won 29 games in a row. Okay, now you 0-1. So now what? Like, that's over. The streak is done. So, and everybody was so convinced, oh, Georgia's going to 3-peat. Oh, they were celebrating at the beginning of the year. I just don't see how anybody's going to beat Georgia.
Well, me and you've been talking we always said this year that Georgia is beatable. Yeah. We always said they were beatable. But
you gotta finish. Like, people would have them. Even Missouri was playing them in a close game. South Carolina was playing them in a close game. But you can't just play 2 quarters against them and then just think it's
no. Georgia's gonna give you 4 quarters. You're gonna have to play 4 quarters. You're gonna have to play that.
Yeah.
But that's coaching. That's coaching too. Yeah.
Yeah. And Bama, I mean, they just did a good job. Didn't let them run the football in the second half. They didn't have over 100 yards rushing. So that's their bread and butter right there. Like,
definitely. They're not the most exciting offense to watch. They're not.
Oh, I mean, they do little tricky plays here and there, but like none of that was working. They had one explosive play against our defense, and that was just a miscommunication on the back end.
And I guarantee you that's what Nick Saban said to him. He said they're really. I guarantee you, Nick Saban said they're really a basic offense of running.
They are.
They're basically, but their offensive line is good, probably the best in the SEC now. That's what they said. So
yeah, that's what they said until we got a hold of them.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it. Just in general, they're not a explosive offense. They're not.
That's what I'm saying. It's easy to say that, but when you got a giant against a giant, then we see who really. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to push around Vanderbilt in Florida and Kentucky.
And even us this year, our defense. Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But when you playing up somebody just as comparable as you, as physical, big and strong and fast, like, yeah. So, but yeah, the matchups are set, man. So Bama and Michigan in the Rose Bowl, and then you got the Sugar Bowl, Washington and Texas. And I know we still got we can prolong making our picks for that and stuff like that, because I know we got a little ways until the games are played. But I know who I want my matchup to be, but I know we'll dive deeper into it as time goes on. But yeah, so
yeah,
man. So, but last but not least, man, real quick, who, in your opinion, let's shift gears real quick. Who do you think is the best team in the NFL right now? Because we've been seeing, obviously the Eagles are struggling. They've lost 2 in a row. 49ers came in and whooped them pretty bad. Then the Cowboys turned around and whooped them. 49ers are looking really good. The Cowboys are looking good. The Chiefs are starting to, not starting, but they've been having their struggles. So Ravens are doing their thing. Yeah. So
you already know that's been my team for years. Don't even do it.
no, I picked the Ravens.
Odell Beckham coming back into form.
I picked the Ravens to win the Super Bowl when I was a kid, when they played against the Giants. When they had Collins sitting back there, quarterback getting destroyed by
Like I said, my boy's a bet. Lamar Jackson's earning his money. He's doing his thing. Yep. And I arguably they got the best. What the Ravens always have a good defense, and they literally might be the best defense in the league right now. So, besides, you can argue with maybe San Francisco or Miami.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with Baltimore as the best team, and I go with San Francisco at second, and then I go with Miami at third.
Yeah. I'm gonna say San Francisco is the best team, but neck and neck, I will have Baltimore with them neck and neck. So I would have it like 1A, 1B.
Do they play each other this season?
I don't believe it's only 3 games left. I don't believe they play each other before the year's over with. So
they haven't played each other yet either, have you? Right? Because I ain't been able to watch too many NFL games because I've been busy.
They do not. If I'm not mistaken, they do not.
Yeah,
play.
I'm looking too. Yeah. I don't think they play each other, so yeah.
Yeah, no. No, yes, they do. Yes, they do. They actually play each other on Christmas.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we got us a game then. Shoot.
Yeah, Miami and Baltimore. Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Ravens in the 49ers.
Oh, Ravens and the 49ers. Okay, got you. I was talking about the Dolphins though, but okay. Yeah. But so the Ravens and 49ers play each other during the regular season. Okay.
On Christmas Day. But I mean,
that's gonna be nice right there, boy.
Yeah.
That might be the Super Bowl. Might be the Super Bowl of the regular season. Yeah.
That's a rematch. When I was in college. I went for the Ravens in that one too. I always picked the Ravens when they went to the Super Bowl. The couple years that they did. But yeah. So hey, definitely excited. But I mean, I got them 1A and 1B, honestly. I mean,
it's not too much separation. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's somebody that's way, unequivocally better than the other team. So, but we'll find out. I mean, and even this game, it's not gonna necessarily say like, oh, they, whoever wins the game, I still think that, those teams are two of the best. Because
definitely.
The Eagles are. I mean, their defense is just bad. They falling off, man. I like the Eagles, but I mean, maybe they just need to have come to Jesus meeting or something. But they're not gonna get nowhere with that.
Come to Jesus.
They got all them Georgia Bulldogs on that defense, man. I try to tell you. Look, it looked real cute in the draft, but you see what's happening now? Gashed.
Yeah, but they're young right now. They're young.
I know. I'm just talking trash because it's fun.
Yeah, they're young, but
nah.
I definitely believe that Philly's definitely not going nowhere. They're going to definitely make the playoffs. So,
Philly.
You're going to have to deal with them. So
they just did that home field at Philly is different. I mean, it don't really matter at the end of the day. You got football is football. As you see, Debo don't care about none of that. Debo done ended the Dallas Cowboys. He didn't. They're
looking impressive. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Debo Samuel, bro, it's a different machine. That dude is a machine, bro. It's crazy.
Do you remember Debo Samuels in college? Do you remember who he played for?
I remember Debo Samuel.
He played at South Carolina.
Yeah. I was about to say because he was
a beast. He was a beast at South Carolina. Yeah.
So yeah, man. But
for sure, man. But I think that San Francisco Baltimore lineup matchup for sure. I get the edge to Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is he's impressed me a little. He's kind of like a Joe Burrow's kind of like guy. Like, he came out. We saw how good Joe Burrow was, and he won the Heisman and everything. But I didn't expect Joe Burrow to be that good coming from Ohio State to the SEC. But I didn't see Brock Purdy coming from Iowa State to the NFL being as good as he is either. So
exactly.
And then trading it, and then San Francisco done traded their first round pick. I think Brock Purdy was what, second or third, fourth round pick, something like that. Yeah. So, but I give the edge to Baltimore, of course, Lamar Jackson and in that game. I because Lamar Jackson is becoming a very good, prolific pocket passer, and he knows when to run and when not to now. So, and he's running out of bounds now. Quit trying to get hit. You know what I mean? That's what he's doing. So,
exactly.
Yeah. So, so I give them the edge on that game. But like you said, it's not going to change 1A or 1B. It's not going to change that. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, man. But yeah. Hey, that's all. That's all we have for y'all tonight, man. I want to say your goodbyes before we get out of here, bro.
Yes, sir. Like always, man. Give God all the glory, man, and thanks for another day. Thanks for the opportunity with you on this platform, big bro, a little bro, and follow us on YouTube, the No Sports Talk Radio Show on Facebook, and put God first, and happy holidays and happy New Year to everybody, man, and make every day count, and don't count every day of your life. That's it.
Hey, just to echo,
Go Vols. Go Vols.
I was about to say, man, you get some, ain't you? But yeah, man, we appreciate everybody, man, as always, giving us your time to do what we love to do. Miles, always a pleasure, bro. Love you.
Yes, sir. Love you too, bro.
Yeah, man. And remember, y'all, during this time, remember to be, continue to be thankful, and this is the season, giving, and just continue, like Miles said, just keep God first, man, and really continue to just evaluate the rest of this month, man. And as we approach the end of the year, we had our ups and our downs. But this is the final chapter, 2023. So just start preparing yourself for better, for more, for what God has in store for you in 2024, because it's coming. And just continue to believe that and trust that things are gonna get better, and things are gonna continue to grow and progress. So everything that we all did this year, just helping us for what's to come next year. So it's a little inspiration for y'all. But look, we appreciate everybody again. Keep rocking with us. Like Miles said, y'all know where to follow us, and y'all know what to type in and find us. Keep rocking with us, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good night and a great weekend. As always, man, before I get out of here, gotta say, roll tide.
Go Vols.